Hey guys, welcome to Pilates with Bella. It's a Monday afternoon. I hope you all had a lovely weekend, a fantastic Father's Day if you celebrated and you're enjoying the lovely weather. Please just be aware that if you have any injuries, if you're coming back to exercise or pregnant, to take your time. Really focus on what movements are available to you and what feels right. If at any time you feel any discomfort, like in your back, shoulders, neck, come out of the exercise and reset yourself. I try to give lots of options for everyone so that everybody can continue with a level that's appropriate for them. So let's get started. You're going to bring your feet into hip distance apart and we're going to just draw your shoulders back and down. I want to take a few minutes to focus a little bit on our breath to start. And to do that, our breath and our ribs are really important in Pilates. I want you to find your side ribs. So not your waist, but actually feel for where your ribs are. And you can close your eyes for this if you like. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. And when we inhale, we want to think of expansion. And as we exhale, obviously I can't stop as I'm talking. You're going to feel your ribs contract. As they contract, you should be able to draw them back as well as your belly button. So you get a really nice alignment through the front. So let's close our eyes if you like. Take a deep breath in. Expand through the side rib. You're going to feel your ribs pushing out against the side, and then you're going to contract the ribs and exhale through the mouth. So let's now count our breath. We're going to inhale for 5. So nice and slow, like you're sucking air through a straw in your mouth. And then when we exhale, so when we contract, we want to do it for about 7 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now that you've got a hang of that contraction, expansion and contraction, let's just release your hands by your side. We're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly, you're going to draw your ribs back. So I'm going to refer a little bit throughout the class to this expansion and contraction, and really focus on keeping a little contraction through your abdominals the whole time. We're going to now do one more breath like that. Expand, and then you're going to contract. And you should actually feel your ribs, we call it closing together so they're not flared. Flared ribs are the enemy of activated abdominals. All right, we're going to do one more like that. Deep breath in, and then exhale. And on the next breath, just check that your feet are hip distance apart. We're going to work a little bit on our balance. So we're going to come to a heel rise, and then slowly come down. On the next one, let's bring your hands up, inhale, and exhale, slowly coming down. Let's do a few more. Inhale, and release down nice and slowly. Working through your ankles there. As you come to the balls of your feet, you want to press the balls of your feet into the mat and then slowly come down. Nice work, guys. We're going to stay in the heel rise now. So belly button back, strong through the core. We're going to keep going with the arms. Slowly up, slowly down. Now let's start thinking about our alignment and posture. Check that your hands or your elbows are slightly bent. So you don't want straight arms quickly going up and down. You want to go slow and work on having your feet firmly, the balls of your feet firmly pressing towards the mat. Let's go one more. We're going to keep your hands up. You're going to grab one side, you're going to step, and then you're going to go bend over into the opposite direction. So feel that nice length across, step back. So guys, think of drawing your shoulders back and down and really pressing your hips away so you get a nice stretch through the side body. Let's do one more to each side. One more. And then we're going to come back and release. All right, let's add on. We're going to now focus a bit on our pelvis. Keeping a stable and set pelvis is really important in Pilates. We do it a lot on the floor, but today I thought I'd start on our feet. So come into a heel rise, find your hips, and then you're going to bring your heel down one at a time. So nice and slowly. What you want to think about, and if you have your hands there for a guide, you don't want to tilt your pelvis to bring the leg down. You want to instead feel like you're floating. So lifting up, there's an imaginary magnet drawing us up towards the ceiling. and then we're going to go a little bit faster, and we're going to add the opposite arm. So we go up, 3, and slow, 1, 2, 3, and let's go quick, 1, 2, 3, up and slow, 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep one leg out, bring your hands out across to the side for a little extra support, and then we're going to come to a heel rise here. What's important again is that your pelvis is set and you've got stability coming through your deep abdominals. So let's go for 4. Balance is really important to our daily life, and as we get older, we do find ourselves getting a little bit out of whack, out of balance. So let's reposition, realign, and balance. Nice. We're going to stay here now. We're going to just tap that toe and lift, bringing your knee in front of your hip. So hands by your side or on your hips. And this one is going to start to engage through our glutes a little bit. Let's do 4. I'm going to just turn on my side so you can see. 3, 2, and then we're going to get the knee up, stay up, hands come out, and you're going to bend and come for a squat on that standing leg. With your squat, your shoulders are back and down, drawing your abs back, and then think of knitting them together, knitting your abs together. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to bring that leg back. Let's do the same on the other side. So heel rise, bring the other leg up, check your hips, make sure they're not pikey. If you find that maybe having your leg up high is a little much, you can just keep your toe, tip of your toe or a little off, and you're going to come for a heel rise here. So again, find your balance, and this comes with practice as well. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then let's try to now, if you want an option here, bring your hands in front. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, strong through the middle. Pressing that standing leg. Think of that as your tree, and you're balancing on that tree. And now we're going to bend for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, come back. All right guys, we're gonna just do a little release for the hips. So we're gonna come up, turn, and then we're gonna tap. So same move, we're going back to that front leg. 6, 5, 4, 3. So a little turn out, come back and do the same way as that. So lift, turn that hip out as much as you can without twisting. So you wanna open through the hip, but keep everything else set. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and coming back. All right guys, we're going to step into our lunge. We're going to go slow, so we're going to step forward, come down into our lunge, and then step back, alternating legs. Forward and push back. I want you to look forward, somewhere in front, eye level, and focus on that strength through your middle, through your powerhouse. We're going to do 4 more, so alternating legs. 3, push the ground away with this leg to come back. 2, 1 more, and then we're going to pause here. So let's do what we call a static lunge. So nice and square through the hips. We're going to come down for 6, 5. You want to try and keep those hips nice and square, and if you need to, create a wider base of support for yourself. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to continue with our balance weight here. We're going to bring our weight onto that front leg. I'm just going to step back so you can see. Take a deep breath in. You're going to reach forward, keeping your hips set. Reach, 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 and then come back. So think of that nice hinge. Let's do 2 more. Bringing your weight over that front leg and then coming back. Now on the next one, we're going to pause. So shoulders back and down. Your leg comes out as you come forward, and then you pause. If you can, come a little lower, and we're going to tap for 6. If you're at home and you're finding this might be a little much, maybe grab onto like a chair or a couch, some support. So let's do 3, 2, 1 more. We're going to stand up and we're going to swap sides. So let's reset. We're going to come down for our 4 lunges, nice and slow. Try to drop your knee an inch above your floor. 2, 1. Then we're going to transfer our weight and hinge. 1, step back, shoulders back and down. Reset your posture here. 3, 2, 1 more. Reach, reach, reach. And then you're going to tap. 6. Remember, we want to come into a parallel, using those abdominals, working through that glute. 2 more. 1. And then let's stand back. All right, guys, we should be feeling a little warmer. I want you to come back towards the back of your mat. And we're going to inhale, bring your heart to the ceiling. And then you're going to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, exhale, come up. So now that we're feeling a little bit more warmed up, let's work through our back. Connection to our back, releasing the spine. We want a bit of that mobility. Inhale, coming down, and then come up. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. On the next one, we're going to just pause here for a moment. So what we want here is our legs to be bent, soft knees. We're going to bend both and only straighten 1. Bend both, only straighten 1. Keep that tension and see if you can keep reaching down to the floor. 1 more. And we're going to roll up. Inhale. As you exhale, let's now come back down and we're going to come into our plank position. Perfect plank. Tuck your tail under, guys. So really important that your hands are under the shoulders. Drop to your knees from here, belly button back, and we're going to warm up our upper body. So hands under the shoulders, elbows to the side rib, little push up, and then we push the ground away. So what we want to do is inhale to come down, exhale to push up. Inhale, exhale. If you can only come to a little bend, stay with that. Another option is come into all 4s and you're going to drop your elbows so you're here. So that is an option for those that might be struggling or maybe they have shoulder issues. You can come into this, okay? I'm going to come back and let's do another set all together, whichever level you're at. We're going to do 6 more. 1, 2, 3. Remember to use your breath. Inhale, push the mat away. 2, 1 more. And coming into all 4s. So bring your knees closer to under your hips, hands under the shoulders. We're going to take a deep breath in and look up. So release your hips forward. Think of dropping your hips and then think of that expansion through your ribs, okay? So if you want to have a little feel for what's happening, we inhale, we expand, and then as we exhale, we're going to round our spine, look between your legs, and lift your belly button towards the spine. And then we repeat, inhale, exhale. Keep going with that, guys. So you want to think about, keep going, I'm just going to, something's come up on the screen. So guys, you want to just focus on tucking your tail under and releasing. Now we're going to make the movement a little bit smaller. You're going to have your hands under the shoulders and you're going to set your upper body and only work with the lower half. So make the movement a little less. It makes it a little harder to do because we automatically want to feed that movement into our back. But I want you to try and keep your back set, shoulders back and down, neck is long, chin is reaching towards your chest so that you get a nice alignment in your back. And you're just working on that lumbar pelvic tilt. Release, tuck your tail under, spine up. Maybe you've got a mirror, or maybe you've just got that awareness through your body, so you want to keep it set. Let's do one more. And then we're going to bring ourselves into a neutral spine. We're going to just start with our left leg. So work from the middle and keep your abdominals set. When we say keep them set, you want to keep them contracted but still breathe. So we never hold our breath in Pilates. And let's now bring the opposite arm. We're going to pause here. We're going to round and curl in towards that knee. So rounded spine and then extend. When we extend, check that you're not dropping your hips. So you've got to be nice and strong. Let's do 4 and reach. 3, 2, 1 more. Now we're going to change. So this time we're going to keep our back in neutral and then come in. So no curling, but keep it set. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to set, reach forward, reach back, bring your, I can't move to the side because I've got that box there. So we're going to stay here and you're going to bring your arm and the leg opposite directions. Being mindful of, again, working from the center. So as soon as you feel movement through the middle, you're going to come back. So you've gone too far. Go with control. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to bring that arm back. The leg stays. We're going to bring the leg in, flex, and then we're going to open and then come back. So thinking of that hip opening that we were talking about before in standing. So get that knee to come out and then draw it back in. Try not to drop through your shoulders. Stay strong. Let's do 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it out, tap, bend, and then come back. Let's do 1 more. And then we're going to release and we're going to swap sides. I'm going to change the direction so that I've got a bit more room. So again, opposite leg. And remember we just started with the one side because we're really focusing on working through our deep abdominals. And sometimes that's one of the hardest things to do. We need to really focus on working first from the middle and then lifting the leg. So anticipating the movement by drawing the belly back. And then we do opposite arm to leg. We're going to round our spine, bring your hand to the opposite knee, and then come back into neutral. So that rounded back, really pause, feel the contraction, drawing your belly button back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then we come out to the side, working from the middle. 3, 2, 1 more. Bring that arm back, bring it out, flex your foot, and then we've got our fire hydrant. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, straighten the leg and tap, and then bring it back. 1 more. And come back. Let's take a seat on your bottom. So heels, my feet are relaxed. We're just gonna release your shoulders. So you're going to interlace, curl your back away from you. So thinking of opposition. So as you're pushing forward, you're pushing your spine away. And then come up, looking up to the ceiling. And then you're gonna bring your hands behind you. Try to still maintain a neutral set here. So don't stick the ribs out. We want to instead draw the ribs back and focus by placing, trying to draw your palms together and getting that release through the back. Let's do 1 more because it feels good. So press, round your spine, belly button to spine, release up, and then bringing your hands behind you, interlace at the back, and then lift up. You want to try, if you can, to get your palms to press together. And then release. Draw your shoulders. Let's take a seat on the mat. We want to come towards the end, and you're going to release your feet in front of you. You're going to sit up nice and tall. I want you to think about your feet today. So we're going to focus on our feet and our inner thighs to help us. So let's inhale, we're going to tuck your tail under. Now you're going to squeeze your inner thighs together and come up, pressing your feet. Let's actually bring your feet together so that you can really feel it through your inner thighs. So inhale, exhale, tuck the tail. See if you can come down, straighten those hands, and then pull yourself back and squeeze the inner thighs as a little guide and working through your pelvic floor, because we know that when we squeeze and use those inner thigh muscles, we also engage through the pelvic floor. Let's go one more. And then we're going to bring our feet back into hip distance. Your hands come in front. We're going to come down. Think of this as about a 6 out of 10 difficulty level. So you should maintain, and we're going to open out to the side. Look back. Imagine that cup. Bring it forward, and let's go again. Glide your shoulder blades down to your back. 4. Think of a rotation through your ribs there. 3. This is going to help us with our obliques in a moment. So we want to release tension. We hold through the back. Let's come up, reset, and then we do the same on the other side. We want to look back to your fingertips. And as your body follows you there, let's go another 3, 2, 1 more. And rolling up, let's go all the way down, 1 vertebra at a time. Keep tucking your tail under, drawing down 1 bit at a time. We're going to straighten those legs, press your legs into the mat. So deep breath in, look up, flex your feet. I like to flex and really press, reach. When you're sitting up, we're going to reach over the feet, reach, reach, reach. Come back up into seated position. And if you need to here, you can bend your knees back up. Okay, so just again be mindful of what's available to you. So pressing your feet tuck. We want to go slow. Feel every bit working. Release. Inhale. Exhale. So remember, hands, look at your fingertips, curl up, and then reach over, come back up. Shoulders back and down, and then we go 1 more time. Release, guys. We're going to stay down here now. You're going to bring your hands down in the mat, and you're going to bend your knees. We're going to come into our shoulder bridge. So your feet are in front of your hips, and you should actually be able to reach your heels. So you want your knees, that crease of your knee, to be in line with your heel. We're going to release any tension we hold in our ribs. So let's find those side ribs. We're going to just work a little bit on our breath again. So inhale, expand your ribs. And as you exhale, contract your ribs and press them to the mat. So now you feel your ribs closed. I want you to be mindful of that, what that feels like, and always be aware that if you have your ribs open, you're not working much through your abdominals. You're actually just straining, and you want to close and really engage in a deep level. Okay, so let's release your hands back, tuck your tail under, slowly lift your bum, lower back, upper back, and come into your shoulder bridge. Deep breath in, we're going to expand through your side rib. And then as you exhale, drop 1 bit at a time, and your bottom comes back last. Tuck your tail under, reverse. When you come up, I want you to pause here. Again, drop the ribs. Be mindful of what's happening in your legs. So you're going to lift your knees up to the ceiling. Your quads are going to be working because they're actually going to help you, and you want that nice length across your hip flexors. So inhale, exhale, come down. And let's do a few more. This should feel really nice for your back. It's a great movement where we combine the abs with the back, and they're working together as well as your legs and your glutes. So by lifting your back, you're actually working through those muscles. We're going to do 1 more. Deep breath in and exhale. All right, guys. We're going to lift your hands up to the ceiling. So you're pressing your elbows down, less stability, shoulders back and down. We're going to lift up, And then we're going to try to find that stability in your pelvis. A little focus for today, all about our pelvis. We're going to do a walking march, lift. You're going to anticipate the move. So as you want to lift up the right leg, press the left leg in. You drop the leg, press that right leg, and then lift. So by anticipating, you're focusing on your body, blocking out any other distractions, and giving this your best go. So focused and mindful. It's one of the words we like today is being mindful. Let's do another 8, 7. If you don't like the hands up, bring them down by your side for a little more support. Each time you drop the leg, see if you can reset yourself. Inhale, press that leg down, lift the other one. Let's do 4, 3, 2, one more, and then we're going to hold it up. So now we dip the bottom down and lift, bring the leg back. When we bring the bottom down, we're imagining the mat is hot. So we tap and then bring it back. You're hinging at the hips. 8, 7, 6. Get those thighs up to the ceiling. 4. When you bring that leg down, bring it back in front of your hip. 3, 2, last one to finish, and then we're going to hold it up. So as you tap, let's stay. Now we're going to tap that toe. 8, 7. Make sure you're pressing this leg down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. Reset, lift your hips, draw your sitting bones together, glide them down, and then let's finish with our taps on the other side. 8, 7, 6. Find that alignment and stability. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the bottom. We're going to grab that leg, straighten the other leg, or you can keep it bent. It's up to you. We're going to have a little stretch. So from here, normally we have our bands. We don't have our bands at the moment. If you've got one, grab it and pull it around your leg if you've got it handy. If not, doesn't matter, we can still work with this. It's still a great stretch. So you want to try and lock your knee out if it's available to you. If not, keep it bent. And what we want to do is draw that leg in a little closer and then just take your mind off the length or the pain through the hamstring by circling your ankle. One side and then reverse. See if you can bring that leg in a little closer. Alright guys, we're going to stay here. Make sure your hands are below your knees. We're going to walk up the tree. So we're going to imagine that the leg is our tree and we're going to bring our chin. We're going to roll up with the help of your leg. Bring it up. Remember our hamstrings. We're going to tap our toe into a bit of cold water. 1, 2, 3, and then slowly tucking the tail under, come down. All right, let's do one more deep breath in. Lift. From here, see if you can pull yourself in and straighten that leg. So really great work for your hamstrings. Mobility and stretch. Release. And then we're going to come onto the floor. You're going to keep one leg up. This is your leg that's going to stabilize you. Flex your foot, and then you're going to bring it out to the side, and then bring it right back. So think of those obliques. And it's like you're closing the door, and then coming back up. Keep your foot flexed, and we want more momentum rather than a stretch. So we're not there yet. We're not stretching. We will be in a moment. We want to just find that release, working through our waist. So that bottom leg pressing into the mat. 3 more. 2, bring it back, swing that leg. 1 more. And then you're going to bend the knee, grab on the outside with your palm, and then slowly press that knee down to the floor as you keep your shoulders. We might be a little stiff after the weekend. I know I am. You want to keep those shoulders pressing down. So if you feel like your body needs to lift up, just release and slowly give it a moment to just open out. Great stretch for your abdominals, all over the body, all this around here. So a good one to do in the morning and the afternoon. You want to try and drop your knee all the way down as you look away to the opposite direction. Deep breath in, and let's come back. We're going to stay with this leg. So now that we've released it and we've set it, we're going to finish with our leg circle. So you can do it with your knee slightly bent. You're going to go towards the opposite knee, big circle, and then come back. You're going to imagine you're drawing a circle on the ceiling. That's it. Let's do 4, 3, perfect circle. So you're not just going to one side and then coming straight back. You want to get that rounded shape. One more. And then we go to the other side. Remember, the focus is not so much the leg, it's the hip and the oblique. So we're looking for stability. Let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and then we're going to bring your leg up, figure 4 stretch. Deep breath in, and you're going to come in and grab either behind your knee or in front of your knee, depending on what's available to you, and then you're going to come back down. So being on the floor is when you're going to feel that stretch around your hip and glute area. And again, just pause here for a moment. We want to make it active by pressing your hips down to the mat and then releasing. Press, and you're going to feel it more around this area there. And let's hold a little bit longer. Keep pressing your hands into the back of your knee, getting as much as you can out of this stretch. We're going to drop and swap and do the same on the other side. So remember, we started with our hamstring stretch, and we worked on bringing that leg in close to your body, and we're circling our ankle as we're drawing the leg in for a little stretch. 4. And then let's reverse. And then we're going to walk up the tree. So deep breath in, exhale, press belly down, lift, chin to chest, walk up. Sitting up, you want to pull yourself into your knee, and then you're going to tap. 1, 2, 3, and walk down one vertebrae at a time. Release. Let's do one more. Deep breath in. You're using your leg as a little lever to help you. 1, 2, 3. Slowly coming down. And then we're going to close the door. So flex your feet, hands by your side, palms up, swing, and then close that door. So if you think about the movement of your leg, it doesn't move, it doesn't get low, it stays at the same height and at the same level. Let's do 5. So you're going to feel it around the side. Remember, your bottom leg is stabilizing. So you've got to really work through both sides there. 3, 2. We've got a nice stretch coming up. So you're going to bend your knee, palm to the outside, and then just draw it across. So before your leg touches and all your shoulder lifts up, let's reset your shoulder. And as you're drawing your shoulder down, see if you can let the other knee, this knee, press down. Look away into the opposite direction. And we want to give ourselves a moment here. So don't feel like you have to hit that release straight away. Take your time with it. Release your shoulders, lengthen through the back of the neck. And just use your breath and each exhalations to release and relax. And let's come up. We're going to finish with our leg circle. So reposition yourself. You need to have awareness to your hips. Point your toe and you're going to draw that dinner plate. Well, it's a big dinner plate, isn't it? It's more like a platter up on the ceiling. So you've got an imaginary pencil in your toe and you're circling. Let's go. 4, 3. Remember, stable through the middle. That's the trick. That's the key. Your pelvis is set. Your core is strong. And you're releasing that hip in its hip socket. So you're sort of moving that leg around and the top of your leg in its hip socket. 3 more. 2, 1. Keep it up, bend the other leg, and then figure 4. Come up. Press your leg in and then press it away. stretching, and then we want to make it a little bit more active like we did on the other side. Press your pelvis or your hips down to the mat. Deep breath in and up. Nice work, guys. We're going to just stay here for a moment. So you're going to bring your knees into your chest and you're going to curl up, and then we're going to release. So stretching through your lower back, lifting. We're going to think about that hollow body feeling. So when you come up, try to get a bit of height with your shoulders and then come back. Now we're going to do the same with your hands. So coming up, bringing your elbows towards the knees and then coming up. So it's like a variation on the curl with a focus on a really rounded back. So press your belly button in. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, one more, and then we're going to stay up, reach, 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 and then we extend the legs. 1. Press the legs away. Each time they come in, think about lifting up a little bit higher. So grab towards the bottom of your legs and then extend and come in. 1. So we want that little bit of extra hard work. 2, 3, one more, and then we're going to add on with our hands. So this time, both the arms and the legs come out, hands circle back, and we reach. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, feel that burn through the middle. 2 more. Last one, and we're going to pause here. Nice work, guys. Let's bring the hands back, and you're going to bring your legs back into tabletop. And just come down. So feel your sacrum pressing down and your knees are in front of your hips. So again, let's curl and lower down. Your elbows are staying in the periphery. So just in the corners of your eyes. Now this time as you come up, you're going to tap and then come back. So we're just going straight. We're not going into the crisscross yet. 6, 5, 4, exhale. 3, 2, one more. And then we're going to go into our crisscross. So now as you tap, bring your shoulder to the opposite knee and then come down. Feel how your sacrum, and I'm going to extend my leg now, your sacrum and your hips are flat on the floor. Exhale. 1. See if you can stay off your shoulders, a little bit of height there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Give your knees a hug, guys, and then come up. Nice work. Let's come towards the end of our mat. We've been practicing these, so we're going to balance our legs, and then we're going to work on that round and back, and then come up. Round, and then come up. So it feels like it is strong through your lower abs. Pull up, and let's roll. 1, and come up. See if you can now grab in your legs from the inside. Gonna come and come up. That's it. So come back onto your shoulder, and then see if you can lift. One more. So now we're gonna practice that V-sit. So you're gonna let one leg go, the other one's gonna lift, and then swap. So find your hips. Reach. 4, 3. Exhale. This is why we did that move before when we were stretching our hamstrings. Grab one, grab the other. Now we're going to tap alternating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to roll. 1, up, up. Catch yourself if you need to bend your legs. So inhale, exhale, come up. If you need to come back into here, that's fine. Let's do 2 more. See if you can keep a hold of your legs. 1 more. And coming up, we're going to drop your legs, leave them out in front. Come back, Going to finish with a little stretch. So bring your feet out to the side. This is our spine stretch. So we're going to reach forward, bringing your hands out in front and then draw them up to the sides of your head and reach up on a diagonal, and then we sit up. So again, find your sitting bones if you need to. Bend your knees if you've got tight hamstrings. So reach forward. And then come up. Deep breath in, relax your shoulders. So we reach forward, the hands come up, we pause, and then we're going to stretch our fingertips towards the corner of the room, and then sit back up. Let's go one more. Coming up. And we're going to finish with our saw. So hands out to the side, shoulders back and down. We're going to twist, pulse, and then come back to the middle. Inhale, pulse. So this is all about that nice movement through your ribs. Rotation, and then coming back. Exhale. Feel like you're wringing out a towel full of water. Wringing out your midsection. One more. And then we're going to come out, reach, chop your toe, little pinky, and then reach up. Come up. Swap. One more. Up. And release. Well done, guys. We're going to just finish in our mermaid sitting position. Have your legs out in front if it's comfortable. We're going to stretch. Inhale. And reach. Imagine you've got a paintbrush in your hand. One more. And then we're going to swap our legs. So swap the direction, bring in the other leg in front. Find your sitting bones. See if you can get those hips down my side. This side is a bit tight, so it's a bit harder to ground. And this position really leaves nothing to hide in terms of where you are with your hip mobility and your legs. And it does get difficult as we get older. You know that. Let's bring your hands all the way to the side. You're going to come into all fours, coming into your leaning position, stepping up. Guys, well done. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I will see you back again on Wednesday. Thank you.